Ramblin man here. Hey, let's just talk a little bit. A couple things going through my head today because I came off a little vacation. It was awesome. Spent time at the beach. Let me tell you, it was amazing. Now I have my little, I would call her a sidekick, but she's kind of a little turd because she likes to bark at the neighbor. Like right now, see this little, she keeps doing that. Stop, Penny. Oh, she's ferocious. So I hold her like this sometimes, and she's so cool. Like, she's the coolest little dog. But her only drawback is that she likes to bark at everything. And it's not because she's like really ferocious. It's like as soon as they walk towards her, she take off running, right? She's scared to death. Well, you get them. But just stay over there. But I love having her around. She's freaking awesome. I didn't know if I like a little dog, but she's become quite the little sidekick. She's really, I put off a lot of heat when I sleep, so she's always just right there. I really am just going to ramble. I'm just going to kind of catch up a little bit on how everything went. I did some fishing while I was down there at the coast. Now, most of the fishing I do is freshwater. So I'm not well versed, I say, in saltwater. I ask a lot of questions. I'll ask everybody down there, hey, what works best for you? What's this, And I really had a lot more time of spending time with my mom, and my sister had come down, so really wasn't a lot of time for me to go out there and do the kind of fishing I want to do. And I didn't really mess with the bay. I just did the surf, Played with the kids. I didn't get attacked by any sharks. Funny story, one of the kiddos got attacked by a blue crab. That was hilarious. Not for me. I mean, for me it was anyway, not for her. But it was kind of funny later, just like, and it was a big blue crab. And then me being who I am, I'm like, hey, did y'all keep the blue crab? No, we threw it back. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? So it was just a fun trip all around. I highly recommend you get away every once in a while. It just does wonders for your morale, just to catch up on some things, so you're not like just go all the time, because you can wear yourself down. As I was down there though, let me tell you what I ran into. So I ran into, and here's the thing, I used to worry about how long people watch my videos. I just don't care anymore. You watch it 30 seconds, I get credit for you watching it, so good job. But if you watch the whole thing, you get all the information I'm going to give you, or not give you. I just ramble sometimes. But while I was down there, I saw this flag. Now, I would never call myself a straight up Trump supporter, okay? As a person, I think he's crap, okay? I think he's pompous. I think he has all kinds of issues. But as a leader, I think he did a lot of great things. And I'm not quite ready to call him the best president of all time, but there's a lot of people who say that, right? So, did he do a lot for the country? Yes, he did. Now, when you go down there, though, one of the things I started thinking about was I've seen so many things lately from all different states, okay, that there's no way, in my mind, now remember, this right here is an opinion. This has nothing to do with facts, because I don't have anything to back it up other than the fact that when I see what I see and hear what I hear, there's no way this happened. So President Biden got almost 81 million votes. I'll tell you right now, if you're asking me honestly, if I had to be hooked up to a polygraph and you asked me, did that honestly take place? Did it really happen? My answer is going to be no. There's no way that you take a blubbering idiot, and that's what I believe he is. I believe he doesn't have, I believe he can't keep a train of thoughts in his mind and keep them together enough to even run a campaign, which was true. I mean, he really didn't do much campaigning. For someone who didn't do much campaigning, but you get the most votes ever, come on. And you can be one of those people like, that's because he's such a great guy. Yeah, he's such a great guy. One of his best friends is a KKK member. Oh, fans, stand-up guy. That guy right there. And he contradicts himself all the time. If you look back at all his different videos and stuff, he'll talk about one thing and then now he'll say another thing. And he says so many racist remarks, yet that's not turned on him as racist. They're like, oh, that's just Joe Biden. But if Trump were to say even half of what he says, they would have strung him up. So that's my opinion after looking through everything and just hearing everything going on. And I feel like on social media, you have a lot of keyboard warriors, and they'll talk all kind of stuff, how awesome, and oh yeah, I back Biden 100%. He's amazing. Well, let me tell you, like, every time I look at a poll, it's like, well, out of 548 people that they got that had similar beliefs like the population, how do they know that? How do they know, like, you know what this 548 people represent our whole population? So they do a poll and they'll get 64% approval rate, 59% approval rate, 52. It's all over the place. Let me tell you what I did. I went on there on Twitter and said, all it said was, do you approve of the job that Joe Biden is doing as president? There were 200 and something thousand people. All you couldn't do anything until you click yes or no. You can't see the results. You don't know. So I click it. The no's were like 47,000, and I think the other 157,000 were no's. That was terrible. Like, so approval rating was 47,000 were yes, they thought he did a good job. 157,000 said he did not do good, and 3% were undecided. So doing the percentages there, it's like 30% thought or 20-something percent, 27, 28%, something like that, thought he did a good job, approved of what Joe Biden was doing. Another, 60-something percent, almost like, or 70%, something like that, was that he's not doing a good job, and 3% was undecided. Now that's a real poll when you just throw it on something like Twitter and like, hey, is he doing a good job? You would think with all the people that are saying like, oh yeah, well, he's the best president ever, Biden is so good, you would think that they would go on and be like, oh yes, he's doing a great job. I just think there's a lot of people that talk a bunch of crap and talk about how good he is, but almost every time that I catch on a deal where there's comments, I will tell you this: every once in a while you'll have somebody that brave enough, because they'll have somebody that started a thread with Joe Biden's the best, and then you'll have a lot of people that will pop on, right? But if you just have any other thing go on and people just randomly commenting, most of those comments are going to be in favor of Trump against Biden. I'm just saying, go out and do your research. If you, like I said, if it starts out Joe Biden's the best, something like that, okay, yeah, you'll have a lot of people, but you still have plenty of people coming through. You guys are stupid. He's doing a horrible job. I don't know where you're getting your information, right? And then anything else, you'll hear a couple of Biden people pop in, then they'll get just jacked up by all the Trump people. What got me thinking about this was when I was on vacation down on the coast, I saw so many things. Every once in a while, you see something just on TV and it's talking about, in California, you have the Trump people everywhere. You have all these different Trump supporters everywhere. The people that are supporting Biden are holding up traffic in Plano, Texas, and other places, doing BLM crap, which, don't get me started on BLM. We'll cover that in a minute. So I'm down there on the coast, and I see all these Trump flags. I did not see one Joe Biden flag. And I'll tell you why. Because people behind a keyboard are brave. When you're surrounded by everybody's a Trump supporter, you're not going to put stuff out there with, I'm a Joe Biden supporter. You get booed out of that place. There was not one. I did not see one Joe Biden flag. Not a one. And there's a lot of people down there. You get a lot of don't tread on me's. You get a lot of come and take it's. We're in Texas, by the way. And I saw one that the best one I saw was Joe Biden. Well, I said there are no Joe Biden flags. There was one. It says Joe Biden sucks. And the flag next to it on the same cart says he'll be back, Trump 2024. Yeah. Just drive around a little bit. Let me know exactly what areas you're living in and what you're seeing, because I want to see where are all these Joe Biden people now, besides on the internet hiding in the comment section. I just don't see them much. I just don't see them much at all. And BLM, let's get onto that real quick. Okay, so now I guess there's the two different ladies that started BLM. One of the co-founders, Colors, or whatever her last name is, one of the co-founders. Okay, I guess she got caught up in a scandal again. They've been buying houses, and $3.2 million worth of houses. Now they're talking about that her baby daddy started a company right before it was pushed by BLM. I mean, right before, just days before. And then looking at it, there was $238,000 that was donated to his company. Now, he's done things for BLM, but that's kind of like working where I work in the corporate world. It's like you don't mix friendship with business, or you can be friends with a supplier or something like that, but the thing is, you don't come in there, you have to tell everybody, hey, by the way, this is my brother, or this is my cousin, or I know this person. Is there a conflict of interest? So they can figure that out. Do I think there's a conflict of interest? Yeah, I sure do. $238,000 is a big conflict. For like marketing, I guess. I don't even know what. Look into it. You'll be surprised. It's great. I just think, this is my opinion, I just don't think BLM's doing anything for the black community. Now, if y'all have heard something, or you're a part of the black community and BLM has come along and donated a bunch of money to your black-owned business, or built up a bunch of parks or something in your black community, please let me know, and I'll eat my words. But I just don't see that happening. I don't know what happened besides them donated to their own pockets, or donating to a politician, which I doubt politicians really need that much money. They get plenty of media coverage. All you gotta do is make it in the top few, and media will do it for you for free. Depending on who they want in office, they'll push that narrative. So I'm just saying, there's a lot of crooked crap going on. I got to come back from vacation to see all this stuff. There's tons of stuff going on right now. I'm telling you, there's so much stuff going on. Between them telling us that Biden is good. Sorry, my wife trying to call me. She's probably gonna be like, why'd you delete my call? Well, I'm in the middle of a video. She'll be all right. She'll be okay with that. But let me just say, before I get off here, so between all the stuff talking about, oh yeah, there's approval rating for Biden that's up high, like 62%, out of like 500 people or 1,200 people. That doesn't represent me. If you ask around here, how's that look? It's not going to be the same. I'm not sure who they're asking, but it's not the right people. So that's my take on it. Let me know what your take on it is. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like. Make sure you share. Tell your friends. Let's get this thing going. I got things to talk about. Y'all have a great day. Ramblin' Man out.